Baby, don't you worry, mi cama lounge en la mañana. Mi cama lounge en la mañana. Welcome back to Mi Cama
Oh, I
Lounge,
just
guys.
forgot the lyrics. What's
You
up?
always forget.
I do.
Speaking about forgetting, this has nothing to do with forgetting.
Hit me.
How do you feel about being Dominican, Marielitz?
Proud. Probably one of my proudest.
Are you a proud Dominican?
I am a proud Dominican. I think I'm a real Dominican.
You're a real Dominican?
Yeah. Even without being born in DR, I'm a real Dominican.
What does that even mean?
I take my culture into like serious consideration.
Do you know the history and stuff?
Um,
She's not a real Dominican.
lacking a little bit on the history. I am learning about certain things with the history, but I am more into like the food. I would say the music. Like the culture there too. Like I don't go to DR to go to like just the resorts and then come back. Like I'm not a tourist. Which I can be because I was born here. I wasn't born in DR. But even when I recommend DR to certain people, like I tell them, like you need also like that friend that can take you like offshore and not just like the gringo land where it's like just like resorts
where
and you're coming
everything's
back, right? You need to
Americanized
go
and
to the
stuff.
campo. You need to them little holes. You need to put water in it so that the cacata could come out and then you could kill it. Did you ever do that before in a campo?
Oh, you mean kill the cacata?
Yeah, so cacatas, the spiders, the
tarantula?
crazy spiders, right? So, funny story. When I was younger, I stood over my great grandparents' campo. The whole afternoon, that's what I spent doing. Besides like chasing after like chickens and everything else, there would be little holes, and those holes would indicate that the cacata like dig the hole and they went in there.
Okay.
Badass kids would teach me to get like a bottle of water and fill the hole with water so that the cacata could like
Could come
suffocate
out. Okay.
and come out. When you come out, you see the legs, and then you would take anything just to like kind of pop them out, and they'll be running, and then you like step on them and you kill them.
Okay.
But long story short, that trip, I wasn't just going for a day trip to the campo. I actually stood over.
To kill tarantulas.
Right.
To hunt them. The tarantula hunter.
Jose, I am not fucking kidding. When I tell you, I woke up in the middle of the night that night. No sé si se fue la luz or I just had a nightmare, and I woke up. My aunt turned on the light, and there was like 2 cacatas on the wall.
Oh, no. How
Like
big?
the whole family, I think, came after me for killing their children.
You ever like kill a spider that was pregnant and like all
And
the
then they
big they
spread?
scatter?
Yeah.
I actually did that in there. It wasn't a tarantula. It was just like a regular black spider. But
And then they just all came out.
yeah, honestly, I haven't had an experience with a tarantula like here or in the R or anywhere.
No, yeah, they're. I mean,
They look scary.
they look
yeah.
scary.
And
It's because they're extra like hairy, like you know that thing. Just
and then DR, like the creatures are even bigger there for some
because they're
reason.
natural. They're not
Like
like
a water bug. Like water bugs are pretty big here, but like if you
over
go
there. They fly,
they like the size of your hand.
but they fly.
and they fly.
Like a roach flying. Can you imagine that in like in any apartment here?
The water thing that you used to do, I used to do that to like the ants, the red ants.
Okay.
Pica,
Y eso pica, sí. Cuando
you ever got burned?
yes.
Do the mosquitoes eat you up over there too?
I feel like they did more when I was younger.
When you was younger? They like the younger
that fresh
blood.
meat,
When you get older,
Like
I guess
recently,
it just tastes funny.
I think the last like 2-3 times that I went, I've probably gotten like bit like once just because I was like in the middle of a campo and stuff like that, but not like as much as I used to.
You used to sleep with your moquitero?
Yes.
For those of you that don't know, moquitero is like a net.
It's like this, but yeah, like see-through.
Yeah,
On
it
top
holds
of the
like a
bed.
net,
Yeah.
so the bugs don't bite you at night and stuff.
But you feel like a little princess with the, they sell that now.
I guess if you go that hard
As, like,
and make
the
it
card.
pretty,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're just a regular guy like me, you just
There's a
set
name
it
for
up,
it
whatever.
that girls use that like in their rooms to make it like all girly and stuff.
like
I
a
forgot the name.
ballerina, like a ballerina,
Something like that.
Like a princess. Okay.
Yeah, DR is different. What's something that you like the most from DR?
From DR, like the place or just being Dominican or both?
Or both, yeah.
Let's see. From DR, I don't know. You know, The beaches are nice. Everything is, pure and fresh. Although, the crime rate is crazy. It's not safe over there,
Right.
but like things are beautiful there. And sometimes, right? Like people are genuinely nice over there.
Yes,
Like,
I was gonna. You took the
but
words out of my
but
mouth.
it's weird because you also have like people are like they like to scam you and like rob you over there. So it's like it's
You
confusing.
have to be. It's kind of like being a New Yorker. In other words,
Oh,
like
don't get me started with the Dominicans here, who you see the chimichurri trucks and
right.
they have the deli stores or whatever. Like they be trying to scam. Like if they don't know you or you're not Dominican or whatever,
Yeah, they'll up the price two or
yeah,
three
they try to
dollars.
scam. I remember one time I went. Like I'm not really a big like chimi guy. I'm not always into trucks, but when I do, I went one time and like the guy tried to swindle me for like $20. I just got one chimney and a
20.
juice, and he tried to swindle like the whole $20. And I looked at him. Yeah,
Diablo, where you
like
went to
he
go
and he
pre-make this
and he
shit and
probably thought I was black, so he probably thought he was gonna
we did
catch me.
mention that where you you can pass as
But I
black or
was
Arab.
like this shit don't add up. Like, ¿cuánto el jugo? ¿Cuánto el chisme? And then he told me, I'm like, pues devuélveme que yo te di 20. And he was like,
hmm
oh, perdón.
But
Like,
do it. That's the type of thing. Like I'm a very good tipper. I think it's because of the line of work that I am. But that's the type of shit that like I would
yeah, that gets you mad.
I'll walk out with
Yeah.
the whole chimi and juice
Yeah, I wouldn't
made.
even tip you.
Like for
That
what?
that reminds me of another time I went to a Dominican restaurant and I literally got a patelito and she like I gave her
And she
$5.
stood with the change.
Now I think I got like two. I got like two, and she literally stood with my whole
That's
$5.
a good
And I'm
maybe $2, $4. She stood with the
yeah,
five
like
thinking you're gonna tip her.
what these patelitos have gold in them and shit.
They probably got raisins too. You throw that shit out after the first bite.
That's my fun.
Do you like raisins in your pastelito?
No,
Okay,
I've
good.
gone to many baby showers, parties,
Where
sweet
they have
16
them.
family events where they have raisins pasa inside the patelito,
Like for
and
what? At least put the raisins in the side. If you want to add to it later
that
on,
that
then do
should not
that.
go inside of a patelito ever. You
Yeah.
you ever had they ever made you a guava inside the
Yeah,
patelito?
yeah. That I can probably pass
No.
that more than
That
the raisin, but it still
that
doesn't
sh-
go in the
that shouldn't
pastelito.
be
It
in the
doesn't. It
patel.
doesn't go.
Although they don't put any meat, but like it's just what is that?
I think it's cheese and guava, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
something like
like
that.
what is that? Don't give me that.
Oh man.
Like maybe I'll eat a piece of guava with cheese on the side with some
right?
crackers or
But
some
not
shit.
make me bite
But
into
don't
the pastelito thinking it's a
it's a
pastelito and
thinking
then
is it has chicken and cheese or beef inside. And you over here like the fuck is this red
a whole
shit?
bunch of jam in your mouth.
Full.
Oh,
But about being Dominican, what I've noticed is like maybe because I'm Dominican, right? But like I don't know if other cultures or race do this as well. But it's like the jokes that we make. Like we always have a joke for something, and
and for everything.
for everything, and it's always like nasty or it's just funny. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
you're like what the hell? Like how do you even think about that type
And
shit?
you know what's crazy too? Like if you was to translate that in English or even try to explain it to
Yeah,
like another race, it doesn't translate the
It's the
same.
same. That's
And that's what's crazy. Like us Dominicans, we understand each other, whether you're like cultured Dominican or just like regular Dominican. You have to at least understand like 10% of the like joke or whatever we're like, whatever we're communicating. It's crazy. We're like a whole different
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but what language am I speaking?
Dominican language.
I'm saying like we feel like that because we're Dominican. So like, what if other races like Mexican or Puerto Rican or Jamaican, lo que sea, whatever, like they feel the same way.
About their race.
Yeah, like they say, oh, if we say this to an English person or to a Dominican
They're
person,
not
they're
gonna
not gonna.
understand.
Yeah. So
Do you think
it's
that?
one of
But do you think that like maybe like being more open box? Because I swear one of my biggest blessings is being Dominican. I can't see myself being another race.
But that's my thing. Like people who are proud to be where they're from. I think it's like that. So I think because we're Dominican, we
We're
grew
proud
up like
and
that.
we
We're
know
proud and we think we're
The shit.
the shit.
Because we are. No, let me stop. I think every
Scam and shit.
culture
That's what
has
we are.
like every culture has a little bit that they like kind of like put in. I'm glad we've gotten into the age, even like with everything that's going on with like a lot of racism and everything, or like the kind of like the environment that we're living in now. We've got to like adapt to
Excuse me.
like a lot of things from different cultures and kind of make it like a Hispanic thing or like a black thing or even like a white thing, and we got to like learn from each other. But I feel like being Dominican is like a one of a kind
One of a
thing.
kind.
Like
Like if people
I
get the
I I
chance to be Dominican, they should do it.
I was brought up with many Puerto Ricans who tell me, yo, like my sister, she's like, yo, I think I'm half Dominican. Like when she goes and introduces herself, she's half Dominican, even though she's fully like Puerto Rican and half Italian. She's like, I'm like half
I'm Dominican.
Dominican because she was brought up with me. Like she likes the culture.
Okay.
Like like
That's
it's
actually a good question. Like let's say I'm born here, I'm American,
because we
and
are.
no,
No,
like
let's put that out there because a lot of people I get if I don't get like a weird like culture that they think I'm from, they
no,
think
of
I,
course
I
we're
I was
American.
born in DR because I'm like I speak probably better Spanish than I do English. I know about my culture, whatever. So a lot of people think I was born in DR, but I was actually born and raised in the Bronx, New York.
The
Pew,
best borough, by the way. Nah.
pew.
But that's what I was gonna say. Like, let's say I'm American in the sense that my parents' ethnicity, they're American too. They're not Dominican.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
straight up American. And let's say I moved to DR, and I basically grow up there, but I don't become like a citizen or
You
just
just kind
I
of
just
do.
live there and I like it.
Okay.
Can I say that I'm Dominican
Well, let me tell you something. I watch this guy on
or
YouTube.
any like country?
And
My
you
bad.
racist? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like if I go to anywhere.
So I actually watched this guy on YouTube. He's Dominican and he goes around DR, different part of DRs, and like he meets different people, whether it's entrepreneurs or people like small businesses, like anything. So in a couple of occasions, he's met like people like white folks that are out there. They're like probably like just like bought a village, made it a hotel, whatever. It's just like entrepreneurs trying to do the thing, old, young, or whatever. And let me tell you something. And the same thing with Chinese people. The Chinese people there speak better Spanish, Jose, more than you, me, your mom, my mom put together.
Claro, because they live there.
Those white guys, those white females that are out there, like doing their business out there, they have better, like, el acento mejor que nosotros. And it's crazy because they come from like something that's like not based in DR, but all of a sudden they live there because they like it and so on and so on. So can they say they're Dominican? Dominican? Technically.
Right? And I
Technically.
think a lot of them come from like Spain too.
Yeah,
There's a lot
Spain.
of
Spain.
Dominicans in
Spain.
Spain and
That's
Europe.
that's
Yeah.
the that's I said white, but that's
Like
actually the country I was
when
thinking
you go
about.
to resorts, it's usually like people from
Spaniard.
Europe. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. Like
That they
yeah,
love it so
they
much that they
ass
actually
like
stay there.
yeah, they like and
You
they
know what?
speak Spanish, but
They're there.
yeah,
There's a lot of Venezuela.
Venezuelans.
Yeah, gente de Venezuela para allá. Because I guess Venezuela is doing so bad as a country as a whole that they're actually going to DR to like just
The
like
whole
live
thing
there.
with Haiti, you saw? Yes. I don't even want to talk about that for we
Yeah.
get assassinated. God forbid.
Right. We don't want to bring that type of energy
Well,
here, but
we don't have we're not that popular yet to be assassinated. We would be murdered
yeah,
if
yeah. But
anything.
it's just crazy because it's really close to home.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Like I had a friend that was out there and she's like, and basically she was borderline Haiti right here, and then she was like right here. Like she would love to go and visit Haiti because it's just so close and it's a
And
different culture that you would want to explore.
yeah, I'm think Haiti is beautiful as well. They just
Yeah,
unfortunate a lot of
lacking
events.
resources.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think the resource, just so much like tragic things have happened to them. So like it's hard for
Why
them
would you
to
actually want to go?
yeah, it's hard for them to like come back up. But I don't know. Hopefully.
They recover.
They recover and hopefully America can help and all the other countries can come together and help and
Yeah.
not just Haiti, like anywhere there's trouble.
Anywhere. Because
I
there's
think
a lot of
Cuba's going through some stuff too.
Cuba, a lot of
Israel, I don't
places are
know.
going through a lot of
Yeah,
for what? And then for what?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
So I'm
So,
all about the peace, guys. I'm all
yes,
about the peace.
Mi Cama Lounge is all about the
Mi Cama
peace.
Lounge, yes. Hashtag Mi Cama Lounge, peaceful. Peaceful Mi Cama
Yes,
Lounge.
yes. Follow Jim.
Follow
Jim is all
Jim.
about peace.
I don't know. Jim's been having a lot of hangovers lately. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to have a what's the thing?
AA
An intervention, yeah.
or like an AA
Yeah,
meeting for him.
we're gonna have an intervention with
Hi,
Jim.
como que dicen? Hi, Jim.
Hi,
Welcome.
my name is Jim, and I'm whatever he is. We don't even know what he's been
Yeah,
up to.
I don't know what he's
We
on, but
just
he's
know
on
he's not the
something.
same. But so what you think? What makes I can't speak English today, guys.
Ooh,
What
so
you
speak to
think?
me in
What
Spanish
you
since we're
think
talking
makes
about
you
Dominican Republic.
unique, or Dominicans unique, or yeah, unique from other countries, I guess, or races or cultures?
Me personally, I'm a big fan of the food. I love the food. Um, but if you was to ask me my favorite food, I'm actually more of a taco Mexican girl, hot sauce. And I would leave my tres golpe aside for that.
For Mexican food,
Yes.
are you gonna tell me tacos, or you're gonna give me a dish?
Flautas.
Flautas.
Yeah.
But what about like some arroz or some rice or
Some chivo,
frijoles?
yeah,
I don't know.
no,
Some
yeah.
mole, some pozole,
I'm in between, but I think something that makes me
or
more
tamales.
Dominican than what I am actually Dominican is the music.
The music.
The music.
That's
The
what does it for you.
yeah. For me
For
is
you.
the bachata. Like since I was young, like I grew up on that. Like I could be like anywhere and I just hear that, and then like now I listen to it, and it's not so much that I reminisce on those times, but it's just kind of like it's a safety zone, if I can say. Like it's just like it feels like safe for me, just like listening to those type of music. Like
It's nostalgic in a way.
yeah.
And
So I'm
you
not
just
so much
feel
into
safe.
like I'm not so much into the dembow now. Like I'll listen to it, I'll party to it. Yeah, like I'm glad. Like and we've seen from our house parties back in the days, like we've seen how dembow has transitioned.
For sure.
Probably to the worst because they make music out of anything right now. Like we would have probably made it if we would have been making music back
Facts.
then. But lo que es la bachata o el típico o el merengue, el perico ripiao, like anything like that is something that talks like heavy in my heart, and that's something that I could be like, yo, if I'm gonna represent being Dominican, besides the flag, besides the food, besides the culture out there, is the music. Like I could bring the music and everybody. You talk to anybody, the same way with salsa, kind of in Puerto Rico. Like certain people that you think don't know how to dance salsa, they're into salsa just because the music is great. The same thing with merengue. People are into merengue because that's such a like you put the music and everybody's just like bopping, you know, like they like it. Like it's just that type of thing. So I'm most proud of like being Dominican with my music background, with the music background, if that makes any sense.
So let me ask you. So if it wasn't for the music, you wouldn't be proud to be a
I
Dominican?
would be fucking still proud, but yeah, Dominican music goes hard.
Okay.
That's probably one of my like best feature of being Dominican. My least favorite thing about being Dominican.
Oh, you have a least favorite.
Yeah, I have to. So I actually went through this a few years ago. I was working in AutoZone.
Okay.
Female.
AutoZone.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Okay. She definitely worked there, guys.
So I worked there. I worked in a spot where there was a lot of local Dominicans, cab drivers.
Okay.
I love the job, but it's ultimately a female dealing with cars.
Letty from Fast and the Furious.
Tú sabes. But during that whole like transition or that period of time, I dealt with a lot of Dominican assholes.
Okay.
A lot of Dominican that thought they were big shit. And you're a female, you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
And I would be there and I'd be like, all right, I don't know what I'm talking about, but give me the make and model of the car you're driving. Exactly, because they would not know what the fuck. Oh, una Toyota y la sencilla. What the fuck is a sencilla? Dime, de todas las Toyota que hay, ¿cuál es la sencilla?
That was mad
Oh,
fun.
tú sabes ahí la de cuatro gomas. Oh, every car is for for reals. Long story short, I would make them feel like shit. I'll be like, go get your VIN card and your VIN number and bring it back to me, and then we'll speak.
Okay.
So then we'll be on the same page, at least.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, man, chequeame la batería or whatever. Like, la batería me la tienen que cambiar. Like, I've been through episodes where they would see me carrying a whole battery for their car. Like, struggling. Like, some battery cars are heavy. They're not like, they're heavy.
I mean, if you would have said that to me, I would have let you carry those batteries by yourself.
Maybe. But the thing is, look at the icing on the cake, and then I'll drop it there.
Okay.
I would come bring it to the register, ring them up. Oye, mami, pero dame el número tuyo para sacarte a ti. Bro, you did not help me carrying a 30-pound battery, and now you want to take me out on a date.
That's
Like, you're not even going to open the door for me for the car. And on top of that, I have to go and change his car battery.
Okay.
So, like, you can't even do those basic things, and then you expect me to go out on a date with you.
Okay.
So, the thing is that I've met, not all Dominicans, but I've met a lot of them that are closed-minded, and they're just like, you know, like, this is this and that, and there's no way for you to change your mind. So, I was kind of disappointed with that. Like, that kind of just, like, bro, like, yep. So, not that they're all like that.
No, yeah, I think there's a little bit of that anywhere.
Yeah, in any race. But, I just feel like, you know, como el machismo needs to be lowered down a little bit, and females are capable of doing either, if not the same exact thing, there should be like a mutual like respect, or there should be like kind of like a thing. But other than that, I love being a Dominican. How about you? What's your favorite thing?
Let me ask you a question though,
Ask
before we
me.
move away from the whole mechanic thing, right? So we know mechanics, right? Not just Dominican mechanics, any mechanics. Sometimes they like to scam people. You know?
They do. That's why exactly I went in that field, because you ain't gonna scam me when I got my little hoopty.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Did you ever scam a few people a couple times? You know, for maybe $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100.
So we used to have this little checkout challenge. So it's like anything, like you're in the register, you have this little bottle.
Hey,
That bottle.
Do that again.
Whoa. No, that bottle could mean anything. It can be like to wiper fluid, anything. So you're there, you're asking for my number. You're the guy that I just carried a 30-pound battery for. You're asking for my number. I'm like, oh, no, está bien, pero, you know, we do got this on for sale for $5. This would clean your gas tank. This would clean your wipers. Like, if I was making commission at that job, I would have banked it. But I wasn't. But it was a whole checkout challenge. So basically, the more of this that I sell, the more I would be like put in the light. So I used to sell a lot of those. But it was just like, and that's when I realized, and that was right before I went to college, because I took that was like in between after high school and before college, that I realized that business was really my thing, because I could sell the shit out of.
Because you were swindling these.
Pretty much. But it was cool. It was cool.
Okay.
So that's the only like little scam thing that I can do. But I did see a lot of mechanics doing a lot of like, especially for
seen
females.
Some shit go down?
Yeah, especially for females. Females don't know.
And you kept your mouth shut?
Imagínate.
Shaking my head. She's just as worse as
But you, let me ask you a little bit.
Look, my least favorite thing and my most favorite would probably be like the same thing, if that makes sense. So, like, I like the fact that as Dominicans, we're friendly and they like to help each other out. And there's always like, wherever you go, siempre hay comida, right? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. There's always food. They always got you. You know, they're genuinely nice, but at the same time,
They want something in return.
Or sometimes there's just people that they just want to scam you, and it's like, why can't we just be nice and help each other out? And then you see that in Dominican Republic, like you see some people have it worse than others, and it's like, why can't we just help them?
Yeah, but that's all around the world too. Like even here, like yo, if I'm doing something for you, why can't you just like be like, all right, that's it. You're doing something for me, and that's it. Like there's nothing more, or there's nothing less. Like I'm not trying to like scam you for you to scam me back, or I'm not trying to like, you know.
So now I don't know if it's because I'm Dominican or because, you know, we live in an area where there's a lot of Dominicans. So, you know what I'm saying?
But it's a little bit with the Dominicans. The Dominicans do like to do that. So I do give you that.
I feel like, you know, like they just try to get that extra. You know, you give them a hand and they want to
take the whole
They want to take this whole thing. It's like, you can't be like that.
Yeah, no.
And it makes you not want to, like, you know. Like, yo, I was trying to help you, and
You know what now? Vete pa la mierda.
so let me ask you this: if you could be any other race or culture, lo que sea, whatever, which one? What would you be? You say you like Mexican food. Would you want to be a Mexican?
Is it bad if I said no?
No, you can be whatever you want.
um,
And you got to tell me why, of course.
um, I think I would want to be something outside of the Latin,
The Caribbean.
the Caribbean stuff. Not white.
Not white.
Yeah, but maybe something like in between, like Spain, Barcelona, like where I still speak a little bit of Spanish, but I still got like a different like culture vibe to it, you know?
Yeah, a little slang. A little slang.
You know what I'm saying?
Ricardo. Or maybe Italian. You want to be a
Ooh,
Marielli.
yeah, something like that.
Marielli.
Exacto.
Esatto. Paparazzi.
Yes, a lot
Quiero un
of
fettuccine
spaghetti and
con
wine.
mozzarella.
I could do a lot of spaghetti and
Un
wine and
pedazo de
cheese.
quesito.
See,
I don't know how they say. Yeah, honestly, I think from like Spain.
yeah.
I feel like my name would be Ricardo. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a little taller, you know, with some
A six
abs,
pack.
and I'll look mad oily. Probably some tattoos.
Would you be
Wearing
any
designer
light skin?
clothes.
Light
What I
skin?
think I would be more light skin.
Okay, light
My
skin.
hair, I think I would have like blonde, you know, hair. I would do.
I can see that. I can see
I could do
that.
one of the, I could do man buns, you know.
Ooh.
And they'll be the ladies be like, "Hey, como te Cami or como te Yami or whatever." And be like,
Bonjour.
"Bonjour," but I'll be like, Ricardo, Ricardo. You know what I'm saying? And I just sound sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Con ese acento.
Vamos a la luz, eh?
Like you don't even have to say anything. Just like
Yeah. Vamos.
penny
¿Qué?
droppers.
Panty, te bajan los panty.
I can see that. I can see that. Oh shit! I can definitely see that.
That's my
Oh
fun.
man.
Do you remember as probably like in middle school or even high school, like, well, I don't know if so much for girls. I'm gonna say this on my behalf. Like, if guys saw you with like a hat with like with a black bottom, they call those like black nasties. Like they will cut your ass, right? Mm-hmm. Or if they saw you drinking like a nutty, you know, the 25-cent soda, 50 cent.
Yeah,
like,
them sperm.
like,
What is it? The birth control for guys?
Oh yeah, like it fucks up your sperm, whatever. I don't know how true that is. It probably does, but
probably
whatever.
does, yeah.
Or like if you don't have a bev, they'd be like, no bev. Like,
yeah.
You know, guys
yeah.
would literally cut your ass. We would cut each other's ass. So like obviously we've been around girls. You go to co-ed schools, public, whatever. But I never really see like
That for females,
for
right?
females. Like, did you guys ever cut each other's ass for something? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that whack ass lipstick.
No, maybe I don't know why this came to mind. Wearing the same leggings, but how do you really know if you're wearing the same leggings?
Well, I know a lot of girls who wear the same legging. You know what I'm saying? If them shits had bolitas on it, you know they wore them a little.
I can think about that, like wearing the same leggings.
But like, did you guys ever go hard? Like,
No,
like you
not
would tell
hard,
another
like
girl,
no bev, like
no new leggings, or like, you know what I'm saying?
No, we wouldn't go that hard. Like we would talk between us
Like, you
females.
got a bum ass lipstick, or I don't know.
No,
You still buy that lip gloss?
No, like that's
Are
actually
you still
make-
buying from Juicy Couture? You still buying from Victoria? Like, I don't know.
That shit is mad whack. No, like I feel like we never, and I feel like females would go harder for something like that.
I honestly, I feel like females, you like sharing a lot of things.
But that's the thing.
I saw that a lot.
But that's like share.
I used to share a lot of things.
Really? Like
Yeah.
what? Like I would never share lipstick.
I'm pretty sure you guys shared leggings.
No.
I'm pretty sure females. I know some of y'all be sharing leggings. Yeah, definitely share shirts.
I think the most
I've seen that a lot, and
the headband.
they used to share that.
I've seen a lot of like lipstick drinks when you're out like in a bar or something, which is like, you don't really think about it, but if the chick has herpes, that shit is going on you.
Or if she just finished like sucking some dude off in the bathroom.
Like in the bathroom,
And
they come back. I don't want to buy a drink here. Like, yeah, like I've seen things like that. But I feel maybe why it hasn't gotten that big. We're like, oh, no buzz and blah
Like
blah blah
cutting,
blah.
like females cutting each other's ass.
Yeah, it's because females are fucking shady as fuck and they talk between themselves. So,
Okay.
like, let's
So
say you were
okay,
my
I get
female
it.
friend, and we would see somebody else instead of me cutting her ass and going to her
You would
directly, like, yo,
tell.
you got a bum ass,
Okay,
didn't it?
that makes
I'll go
sense.
to you and be like, Jose, Jose.
Gossiping. No, it's Ricardo.
Oh, I forgot. Ricardo. She got the same bum ass leggings. Yeah. But and I think as females, like we like that shit. Like, why? Why?
Why?
Why? Yeah, like why not confront the girl? Like if you really feel that way, go tell her that.
Because yeah, just like the gossip.
Yeah.
And then
See, like I'm not okay.
I'm not saying you specifically, but I'm just saying you because you know you're female. Like females will like you would talk shit about somebody, and then to somebody else or that same person you was just talking shit, you're gonna talk shit about. Yeah, you're gonna say hi or talk shit about the other person you just finished.
Right. Like me, like I'm really like old school in the soul, I feel, and the only time I gossip, and it's either like with people con las redes sociales or like famous people or actually people we know. I do that like with my grandmothers.
Like gossiping with your grandma?
Yeah. Like I'll be like, oh, so and so, did you see that? Blah blah blah. Or I feel this way, but I do that because it's like, in a way, like that's how we can kind of like.
What else can you do?
Yeah, like right. Like kind of like that's how we communicate. Like we either like.
Is that a Dominican thing?
That's probably a Dominican thing, but that's definitely a Dominican thing. But I feel like I do that more with like my grandparents, like me with other females. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird that females do that.
No, I was just curious.
I feel like with guys, like how do you gossip with a guy?
But that's the thing. Like at least for me, not I don't really got like. If I don't fuck with you, or I don't like I'm not gonna.
You keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I'll keep it to myself, and I'm not gonna like be fake and be like, "Oh, what's up, man?" Like I'm not gonna dab you up, and if you try to dab me up, like
nigga,
I
can tell there's some fake shit going on. I'm not trying to be associated with
you're
that.
You're not my guy. I don't fuck with you. You know, like I just stay away.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard for like, oh yo, you so what like, and honestly, there's dudes that be acting like that, which is crazy, but. Yeah, for the most part.
Es que for the most part, como tú estás diciendo, guys tend to act like females, and a lot of females tend to act like guys. Like, have you ever noticed that?
What do you mean?
Like, I could get really deep into this, but like, there's a lot of guys that like to gossip like females and just like kind of
for
like,
sure.
And there's a lot of females that like to act like guys, like they're tough, blah, 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 until they get knocked out. And that's kind of like, you need to be tough as a female because you can't just be walking around like, oh, like, you know, like, But also, guys, like, you kind of like, the whole like gossip world is not for you. You know, like, there needs to be a balance. Like, you can take, like, you as my guy friend, I can take guy advice and guy tendency from you to make it work with me. But you know what, aquí di que, oh, que lo que, say something, I'll fuck you up or something like that. Like, you need to know like your place and the time and everything else.
I feel like a lot of times, like when guys cut each other's ass, it's usually like friends, and you're cutting their ass for like something stupid, for like a black hat in the bottom, or they don't have a bev, and it's like if someone's like cutting your ass like repetitively, and it's none of those things, it's like they trying to like literally come at you, then it's like
right. So something that we did really good, and I'll mention it again, we had a successful softball game 2 weeks ago. Woo-hoo. Our first event, and one of my cousins were there, right? And he's a bit older, lumberjack. He's 30 plus, but he was like, something that I like really liked about it is that we were all being competitive because we were.
Of course.
But it wasn't to an extent where, like, now you're being disrespectful.
Exactly.
Now you're, like, coming at me, whether I'm the one winning or whether I'm the one losing. You're not, like, it's, like there's a fine line when you need to stop. Game. Right. Like, and then after that, we go back, yo.
Exactly.
La hookah, dame la tapita,
if you're gonna get mad or get tight at somebody, like, let it be about the game. You dropped the ball. You this. But don't start saying stuff outside the game because it's like...
fuck up the whole
Like
mood
don't say,
or
oh,
escalate to
that's
something
yeah.
else.
Like let's say he dropped the ball or some shit. Like cut his ass. Say, oh, that's why you can't catch. But don't go say, oh, this is why you can't get girls or type shit. Like,
Or after the game, be like, yo, we lost it because of you and this and this and that, and then go
yeah,
mount hard where that person could go home and be like, yo, like I don't want to go to another event like
exactly.
this.
And a lot of people are like that. Like one thing doesn't have to do with the other. Like
And they
that as
escalate it.
yeah. Like what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
What
And
are you trying to do? And then the worst kind of people that I dislike is people who like they try to make you feel bad, or like even your like it could be like your friend. They'll try to like make you feel bad to impress
somebody else.
somebody else, and it's
For
like
what? And it's probably gonna lead. You know what's the sad part? It's probably gonna lead to nowhere. The person you're trying to impress.
like for
And
what
then
are
right
you
now you
doing?
just like shit it all over somebody that actually has been there
like
for you from the
you
start.
look lame. You look like you my man. Like if you my
You're my man
if you're my man,
regardless.
you're my like. I'm not gonna cut you. Like I'll cut your ass to you, and probably to you. I'll make sure nobody's around when I cut your ass. And sure, maybe I'll cut your ass that you don't have a drink or whatever, like in front of people. But like, I wouldn't
Not something
violate
to
you.
like embarrass you. For you to sit
Yeah,
here and
to
try
make
to
you
embarrass me when you're making a fool out of
exactly.
yourself.
Like I don't know. I wouldn't make like I wouldn't want to. I don't want it done to me, so I'm not gonna do it to you. And
And I
the
feel like a
same,
lot of people lack that. Lack thinking before they say something or before they act like, yo, if somebody was treating me like that, or somebody was treating my sister or my grandmother or my mom or whatever like that, would I actually treat them this way?
it's a fact.
And then you would like step back and be like, no, like it's cool. Like and just keep it pushing
For
or
sure,
no.
for
Like,
sure.
you know?
And it's like my man, you could be you're my man's, you're a girl. That doesn't have to be a guy. And it's like you're supposed to be a ride or die with your friend or your like no matter what, or even your partner, your significant other. And it's like if you guys having a problem, a situation, what the heck? If you have a problem or a situation, or you going out to eat or whatever, like let's say you the money maker or something.
Ooh,
And,
don't get into that
and,
subject because we're gonna touch a really.
and let's use the friend situation. Let's say me and you. Let's say you're the money maker, or let's say I'm the money maker, and maybe you're not making so much money, and we ask you out to eat. We go out to eat, and sure, there's cheap stuff, there's expensive stuff, and I obviously can afford the expensive stuff, and maybe you can't. Like, and I want the expensive stuff, so I'm not gonna settle for the cheap stuff.
Right.
But knowing that maybe you don't have it, I'm not gonna let you.
Not have it because.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you pick from the.
So let me put a
from
bigger,
the,
better scenario to this
you know?
because sometimes you don't go out just to like eat. You go out for something as simple as a drink.
Yeah, like if
A drink.
yeah, or let's do the drink. Let's say what's you a bartender? What's an expensive bottle?
Like Casamigos. Let's say shots of Casamigos. Like I'm not gonna
Casamigos.
sit here and tell you you don't drink beers. Like you're gonna sit down and drink Coors Light because it's $6 and
Or
whatever.
not even that. Like let's say you only got money for Bud Light, but I got money for shots for days for Casamigos. Like I'm not gonna offer you or not give you Casamigos. Or let you buy Coronas because you can't afford.
But you know what's
Casamigos.
also
You know what
the
I'm
problem,
saying?
Jose? You know what's also the problem? The problem is we're both making money. We're both working regardless whether you make more than me or I make more than you. We're put in the situation at the same time. We both agree that we're going to go out to eat,
Of course.
right? We go out to eat. Nothing. Let's say, oh, I got this round. Like we just out for drinks. I got this round. I got the next round. I end up paying the whole tab. Like I end up paying the whole tab, but you still work.
Of course.
You still got expenses. You still got whatever that you need to like pay for or whatever. So do I. But I was so happy, so into the mood of the shots and blah blah. Then I got this round and I got the next one, and I ended up paying the tab. The next time we go around, we go out to drinks. You pay for your drinks.
And I don't even
I pay
offer
for,
you.
or you don't even offer me. I pay for my drinks, or something so simple that you pay for your drinks, I pay for my drinks. You end up getting the cab home. I'm home. The next morning, I see a Zelle like you have to like pay me
back.
half,
Oh, hell no.
and it's like half. Like let's say like a $20 Uber ride, and you're like literally charging me $10. That was literally the tip that I left the last time that I paid for all your drinks. And I've had people like that in my life, and
That's
that's
messed up.
fucking that has been, and I've put those scenarios more than once in my life just to kind of like not even test you, because I've had a good time. I had a good time in this in the thing. I wanted to go out with the person or whatever, and you family, so I'm gonna take care of you whether you take care of
Exactly.
me.
Like you my man. Like you my man.
Yeah. But it's been now different scenarios where like, yo, like, really, really, and it's just like,
So
yo,
that's a whole nother thing you gotta look at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like let's go back to the whole scenario. I'm the moneymaker, and right now tú estás flojo. You slow. Things are slow right now. Like if I'm gonna get me a lobster, like I'm gonna get you the lobster too. Like I'm not gonna eat a lobster
in front of you, like,
and then while you eating like fish sticks or some shit with papas fritas.
right.
And it's like at the same time, let's say nothing changes with me, I still make money, and then like you were saying, you start making money, things are not slow anymore. Like I'm not saying that I'm gonna expect you
to buy
to
me lobster, but
yeah.
yo, like,
But let's say you end
consider
up
the fact that that time cuando tú no tenías nada, I was the one providing you.
but let's say you offering me, or you say let's do this, and then you end up like, oh, let's go half and half, and like it's gonna be like, what, like we're both making the same thing, like,
Right.
you
And I
know.
don't mind doing half and
Yeah, I
half,
don't
but
mind
like
going
consider the fact that
exactly.
when you didn't have, I didn't tell you, coño, ve a lavar plato, a lo que yo me estoy aquí bebiendo una
Exactly.
botella,
And
una
then,
vaina así.
then I'll get it. Like if you guys are going out every day, so go half and half. But if let's say you've been the one
Once in
all the
a,
time,
yeah.
and then once in the blue, they the ones that pay, and you're like, let's go
Yeah.
half.
Yeah,
It's
that's a tough
tough.
situation.
It's tough.
And then, so how would you break it down to them? Like, would you stop hanging out with that person and putting yourself in scenarios where now you have to like always put out? Obviously, I think your perspective as a person and how generally they take you, like obviously, like I'm down or whatever, they're not gonna be the one to pick me up. Like I know that's gonna change, but how would you approach a situation like that? Would you like be upfront with them, like, yo, like I kind of like,
Honestly, like if you my man's right, and you don't switch up on me, like I'm not gonna switch up on you, and like we could keep going out. I'll obviously be smarter about like
the
what
lobster and the fish sticks?
or like how I'm gonna spend my money, right? So, and then I guess you just go from there.
Yeah.
You start if you start seeing them that they keep on buying stuff maybe, and then they don't even offer you, like you just don't worry about that, because at the end of the day, you like
You
they
like the
your man's,
company,
yeah, like you like them
they're
for
still family
yeah, for
regardless
who they are, not because of what they
of what they
doing
can
with you,
provide.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to just put it like, oh,
Because at the
like,
same time, if you think about it, it's kind of like fucked up, because we're saying we're not expecting anything, but at the same time, we're kind of expecting it, because
just
it's
because you
like,
know how far you would go out for them, and that's the thing. Like,
like Drake said,
oh, hit me
well,
with a
I
drink that I
forgot
don't
what's
know.
that line? His friends do the same shit. They know that you wouldn't do the same shit that I did for you. Some shit like that. I forgot. But he said
No
that.
dejan saber cuál es esa,
Yes.
because hasta yo, that there's a Drake fan,
Your
I
friends
can't.
don't do the same for me, because your friends know you
Don't
wouldn't
to
do
do the
this.
same for you. Okay, okay,
You know
okay,
what I'm saying? Yeah,
yeah.
but he said that. But yeah,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But you think that all happens because we're Dominicans and we're fucking imagine.
you imagine? Nah, I don't think so.
Oh shit.
Honestly, like I'm sure people go through worse things, but
Oh, definitely.
like me as a Dominican, now let me say, just me as a person,
You
like
just know how genuine you are. You know, like I know how genuine I am, or how far I would go for people, and then to kind of like, you know what, and that has a lot to do with relationships, whether we realize it or not. A veces you know how hard you would go for a relationship for somebody, que a veces you're expecting the same thing in return, and then when you don't get it, tú comienzas como que, oh, this person don't love me, or
or
esto, esto y
same like
esto.
with your significant other. Like if you let's say you guys go out to eat, you're not gonna expect her, like you're not gonna take advantage of her. Like let's say she's the one paying the bill, you're not gonna order the most you
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Coño, dame
Yeah.
una botella de...
Even if you know that she got it,
Right,
you
right.
just gotta be
You gotta
considerate.
know.
Take it
But
easy.
that's also for a female to know, as much as a guy, to know when you're getting dame la palabra, the Dominican word. Chapeo,
Chapeo.
cuando te están chapeando, mi amor.
Okay.
Cuando te están chapeando, que nada más te quieren a ti because you're able to provide.
Okay.
Like,
There's a
no,
lot of
like,
those.
yeah, but it should be more to provide than just materialistic things. We need to provide a safety net. Love, affection. Tú sabes, because we're the
Affirmation.
relationship
The 5 languages. Check out that
podcast.
episode.
You're right, because we always mention episode number 3, but if you go to episode number like 6, 7.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
Oh, man.
So let me ask you something about the restaurant's topic. When you go out to eat,
Dime.
are you eating? I don't know if you're gonna get the question. Do you eat the same way at a restaurant that you eat in your house?
A little more professional.
Like let's say you go to a Spanish restaurant and you get arroz, habichuela, and carne, rice, beans, and chicken. And you know, when you eat that in your house, there'd be like maybe a few little rice pellets, whatever. And I don't know about you, but me,
You dig
like,
it
I pick
up.
up that plate and I dig that shit and I put it,
So
and
do
you
you do
and
that
you
in
hear
a
the
restaurant?
plate. That's what I was gonna say. At a restaurant, I don't know. Maybe it depends on how good the food is.
Depends how good the food is. Also in restaurants,
And then I won't pick up the plate. I probably use my fingers to keep getting it because I feel like that maybe that's a little too much. So that's what I was gonna ask you.
I feel like in restaurants now more like I would probably like if I order in, I would buy stuff that's like stuff that I can probably put in the fridge and heat up tomorrow. But in a restaurant setting, I try to order things, aunque sea una ensalada for like appetizers or something, but something that I know I can eat and I'm not gonna like throw away or try to avoid taking home just because you don't quiero pasar esa
So you don't
vergüenza.
like so you feel some type of way taking food home?
No. I love taking food home if it's there, but I don't want to be the one to like. Let's say I'm on a first date, and like I'm gonna go to your house afterwards. Like, yo no me voy a llevar un plato de comida para tu casa para después traerla para mi
Tú pasa
casa.
hambre, you crazy. I'm taking if the food is good, I'm taking it. Even if the
I
food
do
is not
too.
good, I'm taking it
No,
just because I'm
I
not
do
throwing
too,
out
but
food.
I just like I don't know, like it's weird in a restaurant, especially like when you're out on dates. But
I get it. Like sometimes,
especially like as a female, like, you know, like first of all, I was like in between taught and not taught to like use both of my utensils.
Okay.
So I like to use my fork a lot. So even if I have to like
Cut it,
dig
you
in
use your
with a
fork?
fork on a steak, I am gonna do that before yo paso vergüenza.
Before you get the knife?
Yeah. So that's the type of person I am. So instead of me doing that, like I'll order like a salad with like grilled chicken and stuff like
But
that. Like,
tú pasa, you can't be like that. I feel like girls are embarrassed a little and they won't fully like order what they want, or they won't eat all of it knowing that they want to eat all of it.
But let me tell you something. It makes a big difference because I've been in this scenario. It's a difference when you're out with somebody that you feel like you need to like show that you're kind of that person, like kind of like pretend you're that person that you're not. Okay, let me put it for you this way. I'm out with this person that I like, but I'm kind of not myself around because I'm trying to be somebody that I'm not.
No, you're not.
And I'm
but
out,
this is just in general.
in general,
okay.
no, yeah. And I'm out with you where like I feel comfortable and we have a vibe and I can order some buffalo wings and I could dig in. Now, how do you think it's gonna work out at the end of the day? Me pretending to be somebody I'm not and I'm not comfortable with and I gotta like eat a salad for the appetizers, or somebody that we can
That's what I'm
chug
saying.
it down with like beers and wings. Like it's gonna work out more with you, right? So yeah, I've been and I'm telling you from past, I've been in situations where I've been on dates like that, and it's like now you look at it and it's like, oh, that's why it didn't work out, or like I didn't feel myself at that point, or whatever the case might be. To now, like, yo, even whether he's my boy or he's like the person I'm with, or he's just like just sometimes, just somebody I met and we chilled. We're like, it just happened to be. We're like, I'm myself. So continue being yourself. If you wanna eat wings and lick your fingers and have the beer and go to the bathroom every 5 minutes because you had like a 6 pack of beers at the bar, then do that because you're that person.
Exactly. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed.
And it takes a while to
don't
learn
starve
that. Yeah.
yourself just to look cute or whatever.
Right. And it takes a while. I think I've seen this, and trust me, because I'm in like this industry or because I've been through certain scenarios in my life, I feel like it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, you go through that. But I think at the end of the day, it's all about you. Like, why are you here trying to satisfy like somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh, pasando hambre, como tú dijiste,
Starving
to be somebody else.
Yeah, I'm eating.
What?
So when you go, let's say you go out to eat in a group, and they bring out the appetizers. Are you the first one grabbing the appetizer, or you're waiting for everyone else to grab before you grab?
Hey, I take a sip of beer.
And you wait for that person like, oh, I'm gonna grab.
If I put my beer down and nobody has taken anything, and that chicken wing is looking at me the way I'm looking at it, oye, mi hermano, goodbye.
If I want it, I'm grabbing it. I'm not waiting for who to grab first.
We're all paying for it.
Exactly.
We're all even ordered if I'm the not same paying thing. For it, yeah, we all order the same thing.
I'm grabbing it first because it's for me.
Right. No, pero sí, como que hay alguna gente que se pasan y alguna gente that they're considering. And then you learn how to like read people. As much as like you learn how to read yourself, like it's just a balance.
So where can the other tarantula hunters find you, man?
Hey, yeah, no, he took it way back. Okay. Something about Marielle. Big on Instagram, a medium on YouTube, small on Twitter, but I am getting there all the way.
I have no idea what she said. Hopefully you guys understood, but you guys can find me. If you guys didn't
understand me, where can they find you, Jose?
You guys can find me you guys can catch me at JOSE as MMMMMJOSE _ on Instagram. You could catch us at the Super 4 Bros on Instagram and YouTube. And yes, pool party on Saturday. If you're invited, see you there. Follow the show everywhere, Cama Lounge, Patreon / Cama Lounge, and we everywhere. Thank you guys for staying tuned, for following us, for supporting us. Like, we really greatly appreciate it. Like,
big. Every little like, every little comment, every
even
subscribe,
if it's just the same 30 subscribers or 30 views that we get,
does not matter.
We appreciate you. Even if you're just clicking to hate on us, like, we appreciate it because we still get the view, guys. Yes. Like, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you guys.
The full shop, we got TikTok, we got Jim everything on the back. Oh, he's gonna be more alive next time we
you guys are really part of the full family. Woo. Thank you guys for watching, and we see you guys next time.